Mariam, thank you for being on the program. Leaving everything aside, let me begin with a very significant letter that, incidentally, your mother wrote to the Afghan Taliban a while ago. And she also thanked Haqqani, as in Siraj Haqqani, for his op-ed in the New York Times. And then she went on to talk about the historic and Quranic role of women in Islam, which I thought was very interesting and also very significant. And she also called upon, in no small measure, to the fact that the manner in which the women were treated under the Taliban is something that that brings shame to Islam itself. Give me a sense of why she wrote that letter, and why do you think it is significant in terms of reaching out to the Taliban?
Well, I think that there is a lot of background noise in Afghanistan, especially regards to civil society raising concerns that if the Taliban come back, they are going to take our rights away. And then I think one of the major concerns that my mother, Zakia Wardak, had was that a lot of these women who are making noise are women, civil societies that are benefiting from war economies and projects. But a lot of the average Afghan women citizens don't understand what their rights are. And if they did understand their rights, maybe then they would have utilized those opportunities better. Secondly, one of her objectives was that if the Afghan Taliban are going to be using Islam as their main subject for violence in Afghanistan, then they need to be confronted with the fact that they're giving Islam a bad name. And this kind of PR is not acceptable for any Muslim, for instance. My mom has always had to advocate for Islam being one of the most positive religions, but the fact that the Taliban have mistreated women, that's one of the main arguments that she seems that she had to continue to take place. And also to mention the fact that women are supposed to be the most respected in our religion, and the fact that in Afghanistan patriarchy is starting to go down due to all of the men in the family dying. Women are now leading the homes in Afghanistan, and this needs to be known to all of the people in Afghanistan, not only the Afghan Taliban. We also need to really reflect on the fact that men manipulate religion in Afghanistan, in the sense that when they want to disempower the women in their household, not all men, but there are